Mother's Day. I have been barfed on 3 times and punched in the eye by my little one. I'm going to do my video of how I do my hair and maybe even try something different with it today, using basic things that I always do anyway. And I might even do my makeup and show you guys how I do my makeup, which I am not amazing at makeup, I'm just okay. So let me go give the little one to his dad and let's get started. Okay, first hairdo idea that I had, we'll see basically where this leads, because I'm going to try one thing that I had an idea for and we'll go from there, because every hairstyle comes out different. Sometimes they come out the same if I figure them out, and usually I just play around with my hair and that's how I figure out how to do hairstyles. So this is day 3 of my hair being tied up. It's still pretty moisturized. Now because it's not wet, it's not as manageable as it is as it could be, I should say, because when it's dry you can do stuff. You can manipulate, like you can braid it while it's dry and things like that, or maybe brush it up into a ponytail like one of my friends does on a regular basis. I'm not going to put her name in this video, but she knows who she is. But it's easier actually, for me at least, to style my curly natural hair when it's wet, because then you can put a comb through it a lot easier than when it's dry. But I will say, when it's moisturized and you detangled and braided it up like this, it does make the whole process a lot easier. Like, I don't feel like I need to put any more moisture into it, so I'm gonna rub my scalp. And then I make my own, I guess it would be considered a detangler. So it's a spray bottle with purified water, rosemary oil, tea tree oil, only a little bit of tea tree oil because dear Lord, that stuff smells horrible, but it's great for your hair. And then I put a little bit of my leave-in conditioner that I showed you guys from my other video. Ooh, wrong way, hold on. That stuff in it. And then I just slosh it around. And when you spray your hair, you want it to be slightly damp, not dripping, sopping wet. And don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect at spraying my hair because I have, sprayed it and it's just dripping wet and it takes forever to dry. But yeah, so we're gonna do that. Everything is, make sure it's all unbraided when you do this. And then go ahead and now, if you notice, when I spray it, I squeeze my hair to kind of get the curls to start coming back. And you can make it super wet and the curls will come back faster, but then your hair's super wet. So it kind of sucks. So I massage the water in, miss the spot. Okay. And the curls are starting to come back in the back faster than the front. Work it in really good. Okay, and you see how the curls are starting to come back because I'm massaging it like this? And all I'm doing is spritzing and massaging and making sure it doesn't get sopping wet when I do it. Now, because I got curly hair, it absorbs water pretty well, so let's keep that in mind. But it's very moisturized, so I probably won't need any of my moisturizing products on it. Okay. Alright, so now because I mentioned in my other video the whole edges growing back thanks to bad braiding, I have a couple of different techniques of hiding the edges missing for pictures and stuff. And I'm going to try a different hairstyle than what I'm used to doing for that kind of stuff. Usually the best way to hide something like this going on when you're trying to get them to grow back, which they are growing back, it's just taking forever, is parting, basically. So like, think of where you're gonna part your hair. So if you part your hair down the middle, it covers this up and you can't tell. Or if you add fake edges of like taking some of this hair at the front and then just brushing it down a certain way, you can make yourself have fake edges. For my girls who got thin to no edges, yeah, it happens. Nobody's perfect. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is, now that my hair is kind of gone snap back to curliness, I'm not going to fully comb it because it's already detangled. I'm going to part it down the middle because I'm going to try something different. And parting it, sorry, I have to look in the mirror to do this, so I'm going to look away. So I part it right here. And for this hairstyle that I'm trying to do, I want it as even or neat as possible. So I go down like that, and then I take this chunk right here, grab it in my hand, doesn't need to be neat, take a rubber band to it, and tie it off. Boom. Then I go on this side of it, part it down the middle again, or you'll see what I'm doing in a second when I say part it down the middle. It is down the middle, but not exactly down the middle. And then I take this chunk over here and I put this in a rubber band too. Oops, keep dropping stuff. All right, so this is the middle. I've parted it out. Now, last thing I can do, just to keep all the hair out the way while I'm braiding or flat twist, I'll show you both ways, which I cannot teach you how to braid. I'm sorry. It took me forever to figure it out, so I'm not the best person to ask. But I can let you look at it and you can rewind it and try to figure out what exactly I did. I'll describe it, but it's not perfect for me to describe. So, okay. So I got this parted out. See, even. And then this is sectioned off into ponytails. And so then I take this right here in the middle, comb it out so that's easy to manipulate and braid or flat twist. And then I'll do the flat twist first. You grab two small sections like right here, and then you go like this. And what I'm doing is I'm basically twisting, but I just add a little bit of my hair behind it on my scalp, like I grab it by the roots and I keep twisting until I get to the very back. This is great for when you have carpal tunnel because it doesn't involve much wrist movement if you're paying attention. And then bam, there we go, straight down the middle. Okay, now this is the first way to do it, and I'll take, for me, I like using bobby pins. So it's not going to come apart if you held it. You got to do a little bit of a grip when you do it. Not like you're trying to squeeze your hair or rip it out, but tight enough so it doesn't come back apart. So then I take a bobby pin, and I have one bobby pin go this way. See how it is? So it goes this way. And then I have another bobby pin, if I can pick it up, and I go the opposite way to secure it. I don't like using rubber bands because those can yank your hair out. So there's that. Then this is my idea that I had from last night. Put some of these on it. I thought these were really cute. I bought them at Sally's a while ago. Now, I ain't perfect at putting these on there, so I don't know what this is going to look like. So this is just style number 1. Okay. So you open these up. They open up like this. And I'm still trying to figure it out. So with the twist, I think it's a little bit easier to put on than a braid. So you open that up. Then you place it down and then you squeeze, but not too tight or else you'll like make it shape funny. So there's one. Boom. Then I'll put, I think maybe I can fit 3. So I'll put 3 on there. Ooh, if I can find the opening. So, let's see. Then I'll put one maybe back here. Now these, for me at least, don't secure my hair well enough for me to just do this on its own. That's why I have the bobby pins. Oh, here we go. And you can reuse them, by the way. You just gotta be careful when you take them back out of your hair. Which, I can show you a video of that if you want, but yeah. Okay. Alright. Okay, there's that. Now, I take this and take that out. And, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna pause this. Hold on. Okay, got it. I have a little brush. I think I bought it at either a Walmart or a Sally's. I know both sell little brushes, like you see how teeny it is. And so then I'm going to brush down the edges. And because my edges are kind of thin, I am a little bit more aggressive with how I brush it down so that it looks less bald. I should say, not more. So, here's this. And because my hair is so moisturized, I don't really need a lot of edge control or anything like that, which some people may. Okay, so then this is brushed down, and then we're going to go again with the bobby pins where they go opposite ways to secure the hair. Okay. So, got one going this way. Second one going this way. Okay. And when I'm trying to slick my hair back, sometimes just to make myself feel a little bit better about it, I use a third one going back this way in front of the other two, just slightly. There. Okay. So now that looks like that on this side, and then I'm going to do it on the opposite side. So I'm not going to film it again. Okay, so I got both sides down. Now I kind of look like a weird peacock bird thing with just the middle flat like this. So now I'm going to take this out and just kind of fluff it out. Holding the front down, because if you yank too hard, you can accidentally mess up your front. So I'm going to do this. And let me see, give me 1 second. I got a comb I can use. Okay, so I have this comb. And then what you do with this comb is you're lifting your hair. So you go at the roots and then you just pull a little bit. You don't comb all the way through or else you'll mess your curls up. So you lift. And you go around gently and lift. But be careful because you don't want to mess your hair up, because I've done that before and I think I just did. Hold on. Let me see if I can resecure this one. Alright, so hold the front down and lift. Go to the sides. Make sure you don't catch the bobby pin and lift. And this gives your hair more volume. Lift. Okay. And then you kind of just play with it to get the curls to be a little bit more even with your fingers. There you go. Now I can put my edge control, which I like this one. My only thing is sometimes when you take pictures, if it's really hot outside, this stuff can get a little bit more tacky and won't settle onto your scalp properly. So when you're rubbing it in, it might be a little shiny because it hasn't set for whatever reason. I love the smell of it, by the way. So I would say if you're going to use this, use like a little dot. Like, see, it's not much at all. And then I go like this. And then I do it to the other side. Want your stuff to be even as possible. Okay. Take this, my little baby brush. Brush it. Okay. And then you brush this side. And bam! Your hair is done. This is hairstyle number 1, which I do like a lot, and it actually looks really, really cute. Also, disclaimer, when it comes to makeup, like if you're gonna do your hair, I would recommend you do your hair first before you do your makeup, because, and I've done this before, where I put the edge control on after I had makeup on, and then the foundation and the edge control mixed together and kind of made my edges the same color as my foundation. It ain't a cute look. So, disclaimer, this is hairstyle number 1.